Zimbabwe's ruling ZANU-PF party has announced plans to amend the constitution to extend President Emmerson Mnangagwa's term by 2 years to 2030, a move opposition politicians have condemned as unlawful. The proposal adopted at a party conference would prolong the 83-year-old president's second 5-year term, currently set to end in 2028. The resolution comes amid a succession battle within ZANU-PF, where Mnangagwa's main internal rival, former Army General Constantino Chiwenga, has been accused of treasonous acts. Now we move on to our next news. Thousands of mourners gathered on Sunday to pay their final respects to Kenyan opposition leader Raila Odinga. Thousands of mourners gathered on Sunday to pay their final respects to Kenyan opposition leader Raila Odinga. The service and burial took place at his farm in Bondo, Western Kenya. Odinga, who passed away on Wednesday at the age of 80 in India, he was honored with a 17-gun military salute. The event was marked by outpourings of national grief, with security challenges and several deaths in crowds overwhelming authorities during previous public viewings. Former U.S. President Barack Obama has praised Odinga as a champion of peace and selfless Pan-Africanist. Kenyan President William Ruto and other leaders attended the service, pledging to keep Odinga's party united ahead of the 2027 election. Odinga, who had a long political career and fostered multiple pacts with Kenya's leaders, is remembered for his contribution to democracy and African unity. Now we go back to Zimbabwe. Zimbabwe's ruling ZANU-PF party has announced plans to amend the constitution to extend President Emmerson Mnangagwa's term by 2 years to 2030, a move opposition politicians have condemned as unlawful. The proposal, adopted at a party conference, would prolong the 83-year-old president's second 5-year term, currently set to end in 2028. Now we move on to our next news. Morocco has announced a significant increase in spending for 2026, allocating $15 billion to health and education. This amount represents a 16% increase from last year's budget and will account for approximately 10% of the country's GDP. The move comes after youth protesters in Morocco demanded improvements in health and education sectors. Additionally, the government's budget plan also reflects a positive economic outlook, with the economy expected to grow by 4.8% in 2025, up from last year's 3.8%. This growth is driven by domestic demand and a strong performance in the non-farming sector. The draft budget also includes measures to reduce regional inequalities. The finance minister is now expected to present the details of the budget to Parliament next week. In addition to the budget plan, the Ministerial Council has adopted draft laws aimed at promoting women and youth participation in the upcoming general elections, while also